We're coming to you live from downtown Adelaide, the Hort Connections conference. What are you doing here, Josh?
I'm here to check out all the new products that are on the market, especially all these cracking biologicals.
So who's your favourite biological company?
I'd have to be NEM, Brendan.
That is good to know.
Yeah.
And what is the product that you had a serious look at?
So what we're using is Rise Start. Outstanding, especially on transplants. And value for money per hectare, absolutely.
And the biggest feature of the product? What are you actually seeing in the way of root system benefits?
Increased root development, for sure, and just increased efficiency in the plant. Nutrient uptake ticks the boxes when we transplant.
And who else are you going to check out at Hort Connections?
Well, I don't actually know because the trade show is so large, but I'll get out there and get amongst it and see what else is on show.
Well, Josh, thank you for spending a few moments with me here at Hort Connections.
Thank you, Brendan.
My name's Claire Maslen. I'm a General Manager at Sweet Potatoes Australia. We're based up in Bundaberg, Queensland. Come every year. Hort Connections for me is like it's the perfect place to meet everybody that you need to see. So all of our retail customers, all of our major buyers, together with packaging suppliers, really everybody that I need to see in the industry's here. So, yeah.
Awesome. What's we most excited to see this year? Is there anything particular that you're looking for, that perhaps your growers are interested in finding out more?
Yeah, look, the growers, how our business works, I run the sort of front-end sales, logistics, planning piece. We're actually designing a new packaging area at the moment, so we've got a couple of people to meet with here around that. That's pretty exciting. That'll allow us to supply more product to retail. But really just my main buyers in Coles, Woolworths and the other majors, yeah.
What were some of the biggest challenges that growers are seeing this year? Obviously, we've seen fertiliser and fuel increases. Anything in particular that you guys are seeing?
Oh, look, I think across the board, I think fertiliser, fuel, we're based up in Bundaberg, so we've got big challenges, especially getting stock out to places like WA. For me, though, we deal direct with retail. All I can say is they've been super supportive. I couldn't speak more highly of the retailers this year, that they've worked with us on the numbers that we've had to deal with. I think there's more to come. I think there's more to come in packaging. We'll see challenges with packaging and plastics out of the Middle East. Probably our biggest challenge has been supply into the Middle East. We don't only do Australia, we do a lot of product into Dubai. Luckily, we've only probably lost a couple of containers. There's a few worse off than us. But yeah, that's a challenge because I don't know when it'll start again, how it'll start, and what it'll mean to our supply.
Anything lastly you'd like to pass on? I guess in our sense, we offer biologicals. Is that something that you think your growers could be interested in or want to learn more about?
Oh, look, I'd say definitely our growers would be. How my role works is I run the front end, like I say, from the sales, logistics, planning, organisation piece, and the growers would look at that back end. But I would say definitely they'd be very, very keen to understand, yeah.
Great, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
My name's Alison Jones. I am Chair of Cherry Growers Australia and work with Wandon Valley Farms, our family business. So happy to be here at Hort Connections. It's a great show. It's Australia's version of Asia Fruit Logistica, and it's definitely a great place for networking and finding out what's new. People have asked me, what are you looking for? I said, well, I've got no idea what I'm looking for. I just want to stay up to date and find out what's current and innovative, and this, what better place to come to?
That's great to hear. What would you say is the biggest challenge that the cherry industry is seeing at the moment?
Labour costs is reasonably much of a concern. Fruit fly is another concern. And just keeping export options open. So we just got to keep on our toes and keep doing what we're doing.
What would you say it takes to grow a good cherry?
We've got to have chill. We're counting the chill at the moment, and It's been a bit warm for that, but winter will kick in and we'll get those chillier nights, which will help. And you need to have good pollination, and you need to have sunshine, and during harvest, no rain. Or little rain. I shouldn't say no rain, but not consistent rain.
Is there anything that you like to see here during the Hort Week? Anything that you're looking for or excited to see?
I love the people connection. Yeah, it's the interaction with other people that are in the industry, are passionate about what they're doing, and work with the land and making great outcomes. So that's the highlight for me.
Great. And lastly, what do you love about agriculture?
The people. Yeah. People in agriculture are genuine, passionate, enthusiastic, and resilient. So, I think we are really fortunate to work in a really dynamic, sustainable industry. We're dealing with a product that everybody needs to consume, and we all need to be consuming more. Take some pressure off the health system, and nothing like a good dose of fruit and veggies to keep the doctor away.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Hort Connections is probably the flagship of horticulture events, particularly for me. It's a good opportunity to network not only with key suppliers who we recognise in awards in the coming days, but I get to see and meet a lot of suppliers that generally would have to fly all the way to WA to see me. So in 3 days I can spend in this room will probably save guys a lot of money of coming over, but I can actually spend a bit of time with them, have a look at their displays and that. So it's a good opportunity for me to engage, set micro meetings about, hey, what we want to achieve, because we've all been in the industry for long enough. And then we can then set further meetings after today. But opportunity, and then we can also celebrate and have a drink later on. So it's a really good. It's a pinnacle. If you're not here, well, you're not really in horticulture. You're in Hort or you're not. So you can't be half pregnant about it. So and we're in.
No, I appreciate it, Brad. Tell me about some of the constraints and issues you guys are having in WA in terms of some of your horticultural crops.
Look, like always, we got a generational change, and growers not truly understanding, rotating chemistry. We've got chili thrip is a major issue. We've got weather change, it's changing, programs every single year. So one of the biggest constraints is just knowledge and getting that through to the growers and getting to understand what it takes to actually bring a new molecule to market, the cost of doing so, and it's immense, and we can't afford for them to be silly about how they're actually using it. So rotation and that stewardship is really critical. That's been the biggest issue. This year, with what's happening in the Middle East, has put massive supply constraints on fertilisers, and so growers are having to be really quite resilient about how they're doing things and getting their prices under control, and they need to know where's their break even. So we're having to stay even closer to our growers now more than ever. This is COVID 2.0.
Yeah.
In some cases it's actually worse.
Yeah. No, well, thank you for catching up with us. I appreciate your time.
No worries, all the best, have a good.
G'day, here we are at Hort Connections. Just catching up with a couple of people. I'd like to introduce Carlo. How you going, Carlo?
Well, Ken, how are you?
Good. So, what part of the world are you from?
I'm part of the Sunraysia. I look after an area called Nangiloc Ag, which is primarily based upon citrus, almonds, some veggies, and a lot of almonds as well. I work for the Swan Hill Group down at Nangiloc Ag Supplies.
Excellent. So, why are you at Hort Connections today?
I think it's a great place to meet just people that you deal with. You can meet a lot of your own customers and new customers, and also get an update on what's new in the industry and what's going to be faced in the future for us, new technology. So yeah, it's a great place to meet everyone in the one spot.
So from a farming point of view and agronomy point of view, what are the biggest challenges you're finding in the up around Nangiloc these days, production-wise?
I guess if you're looking at citrus, which is primarily focused down at Nangiloc, main focus is on quality of fruit these days. 90% of our fruit gets exported, so buyers want to see clean, nice, orange fruit, sweet. It's getting that quality, and most growers now are looking for that one little percenters that are going to give them that edge. Quality is a big issue, but that comes at a cost. But the cost is warranted if they get that produce in the right size, in the right box to the right market.
Okay, that's excellent. Oh, well, hopefully you'll find some ideas to float that 1%.
I'm sure we will find something here in the next few days.
Thank you, Carlo.
Thanks, Ken.
It's great to see you again, Sophie. Tell us what you're doing here and what's happening. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, Tom. Hort Connections, really great to be here. Our focus is really on biologicals and seeing what's moving in horticulture from a biological perspective, the uptake of it, for us also to promote the Fertiliser Australia Code of Practice, really around labelling and the reliability of biologicals going into agriculture. That's our focus to be here.
What are some of the challenges that you think are affecting uptake, and what's your confidence in that, I guess, going forward?
I think the industry is really banding together to make sure that the right products are getting to the market, reliable products are getting to the market, and the testing is done to prove that reliability. So I'm really hopeful with the industry moving forward in this. I think what definitely needs to happen is then the educational piece with the growers. There are really great products out there. It's the confidence in the farmers that needs to grow, and the agronomists. So the education of these products can be used here. This is what it's going to give you to your bottom line. So I think that's where a lot of work still needs to be done.
What are you most excited about to learn today? Is there anything that you're hanging out for to see at Hort Connections? Anything like that?
I don't know. Just see the latest, like what's new for horticulture. Yeah.
Is there any, I guess, challenges in your particular area? Obviously, I understand you're from WA like myself, but anything that, I guess, locally that you're seeing that hopefully you can maybe address while you're here?
I think there's definitely still the divide in the country. So making sure that WA is aware of the knowledge that is present here, and the other way around, what is happening in WA, how relevant that is on the East Coast. Yeah.
Moving forward, I guess, horticulture, obviously in WA we've got a few different things kind of happening, and obviously over in the West, all different conditions. Anything that you'd like to share to that industry from your experience in the biological space? So I guess the openness to it, being a biological provider ourselves,
yes.
We see the challenges that obviously growers going through all the time, and with a litany of things now on the market. Any feedback or any suggestions that you have to those growers to adopting a biological?
I think you just need to try it. So obviously looking at local trial data will give you an indication on how well a particular product might be working on your farm, but the best test is to try it yourself. Yeah, to see it on your own conditions and your own management practices. I think that's the best way of doing it.
Great. Thanks so much for your time, Sophie. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
My name is Mayella Henke. I live near Mount Gambier, and we grow potatoes on our farm, and I'm studying a Bachelor of Agriculture and Bachelor of Business at the University of New England.
Awesome. What brings you to Hort Connections? What are you hoping to learn and see here?
I want to learn about new innovations and new products, and if I learn anything interesting and helpful, I will tell Dad, and we might be able to experiment with it on farm.
Great. Is there anything that's caught your eye so far? Anything that like, oh look, I like to dive a little more on this one?
I was interested by the weeders that spray only the plant or everything except the plant. That seems interesting, especially for helping prevent chemical resistance in weeds. And these products also sound interesting by helping reduce stress, especially in heat waves.
Yep.
So I'm excited to learn more.
That's awesome. You mentioned obviously you're studying at the moment. I guess things like stimulants, biostimulants, and that space. You're obviously learning a bit more about that now than probably maybe your dad did when he was growing up.
Oh well, it's good to learn more.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm excited.
What are some of the challenges that you're seeing on farm? Particularly, obviously, you mentioned potatoes. What are some of those challenges that you're seeing today?
Sometimes over summer, if we're irrigating, chlorides build up in the soil, and that can kill the potatoes earlier than we'd like. That's one challenge. So if I see anything related to that, I'll be very interested.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it. And we'll hope to see you soon.
I'm Doriana Mangili and I'm from the Sweeter Banana Co-Operative. So we're a co-op of 20 growers based up in Carnarvon in Western Australia.
Great. And what brings you to Hort Connections in 2026?
Probably mostly the networking, catching up with everyone else in the industry, seeing what's new. The exhibitions here are fantastic, so talking to people about packaging, which is always a challenge, packaging machinery, and just seeing what's out there that's new and exciting. And then there's a lot of the retailers we supply here as well, so it's always good to see them. It's just a really good opportunity to catch up with everyone in the industry and share what's going on.
Great. So I guess for this year we have some challenges as agriculture in general. But tell us, bananas in Carnarvon, what are the main challenges for growers up that way?
At this stage we've had a cyclone, or 2 cyclones actually in 2 months, and we've lost 90% of our crop, so that's always a challenge. But like with everyone, the fuel price, freight price, inputs, cost of plastics, cost of fertilisers, it's the same all round. And the cost of everything going up and the price staying the same. So so that's been a challenge for us.
And I guess it tends to be agriculture in general, right? So is there anything, I guess, you hope to learn or gain while at Hort Connections to help kind of manage some of those, I guess, you can't control a cyclone, but anything that you hope to gain from today?
Well, particularly in the exhibition hall today, just looking for devices that could be labour saving for us. So, so we've got our freeze-dried products, so we're looking at maybe new packaging technology or machines to help us pack that more efficiently or more efficient packaging. So that's one of the things we'll be looking for.
And I guess, obviously, it's the diversification. You've got a freeze-dried from perhaps maybe byproducts or smaller undersize. Is that something that you're finding as smaller businesses are gaining traction in diversifying their portfolio?
Yeah, I think it's essential. There's such a lot of waste in horticulture, product that's perfectly good to eat but not suitable for retail sale. So trying to find a home for that. It's an environmental, it's a social issue, and also an economic one for growers. You've grown it, you've harvested, you've put all the inputs in, so we're trying to get that return at the end. So value-adding and expanding. And at this time, it's been really good for us because we've been able to employ our staff in something other than fresh produce packing and just keep them online while we've got virtually no bananas. So.
Can you recommend anyone that has a small business or a horticultural produce that would like to, I guess, value add to their own? Any recommendations?
Work with the universities, we work with Curtin University in Western Australia, the food waste, CRC, like End Food Waste Australia. There's a lot of resources there to help, so don't try and do it on your own. It's definitely a different ball game, but work with the experts to help you sort of define what it is, how much your waste is and what you can do and what might be commercially viable and what you need to do it.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of Hort Connections.
Thank you.